Today we are in Great Falls, Virginia. We're going to show you where you're going to live, work, play, eat, and shop. We're going to cover some of the neighborhoods as well and give you a current idea of the market activity in Great Falls, so stick to the end for that. Now, who lives in Great Falls? Why do people move to Great Falls? Typically, if you're going to be in the DC area, but you want to be on the Virginia side and you want a little bit of space, you will love Great Falls. The lot sizes here range between 1/2 to 2 acres. You have the ability to renovate older homes as well as build new homes pretty easily here in terms of zoning. You have green space, outdoor activities. People, if you love trails and parks, you will love Great Falls. If you want to know your neighbors and have a small town community feel, Great Falls is for you. And if you want to be close to things but not have them on top of you, Great Falls is excellent for that. You are close to Tyson's Galleria for shopping, but you have a quaint little downtown area in Great Falls with a couple small shopping centers that have all the necessary things for your day-to-day living. But you are also close to the airports. You're a hop, skip, and a jump from Dulles International. You're about 30 minutes from Reagan, and you can be to BWI within an hour, all while having the quaintness of a small town feel.
Great Falls has a small downtown corridor that has a mixture of restaurants, shops, grocery stores, and personal services to cover your day-to-day needs. If you're looking for larger shopping, you'll more than likely be going to Tyson's Corner, which is a quick 15-minute drive away. The Turner Farm Park Observatory is a popular attraction in Great Falls with Friday night public viewing sessions held by the Analemma Society. The Turner Farm grounds are also open to the public daily and have a small playground for children as well. This is very representative of many areas of Great Falls where you have secluded streets without sidewalks, generous lot sizes, and properties of varying build types throughout where you are close to your neighbors but you are certainly not on top of them.
All right, this first property that we're going to cover today is an example of what was done right. They hit the market at $1.6 million. They were only on the market for 5 days, and they closed at $1.77 million with multiple offers with an all-cash transaction with no contingencies. It's within walking distance of a highly desirable elementary school that has a Japanese learning immersion program, as well as walking distance to the Great Falls Village Center. As I mentioned, they did everything right with this one, which is uncommon right now. They didn't have aspirational pricing. They renovated. They had all the interior updated as well. Just an all-around great job for this property. All right, this next property is an example of what's going sideways in the market for sellers who have aspirations but aren't necessarily in line with what is going on in the market. The property behind me, and I'm showing you this so you can see all 3 acres that is encompassing the property, what's included, was listed at $1.5 million and is now down to $1.4 after 4 solid months on the market. Now, it is being marketed as is. It is a total gut job on the interior, in my opinion, or it's more than likely a teardown out here. Now, with the 3 acres, it's a sizable lot, and with builders that I work with, you will see site work like this right around $250,000 to tear the property down, do the necessary site work to get the property ready, and then the build price from there starts around $800,000 and up for, say, if it's 5,000 square feet or greater property. Now, it does sound like a lot, so you're going to be into it, you're doing the simple math, you're at $2.4 million, but the comps in the neighborhood support properties of over $3 million, including the new build across the street. So that is a silver lining. If you have the cash, if you're a savvy buyer in this market, you can scoop up deals like this. If you're willing to build and have a little bit of patience, you can certainly take advantage of it, whereas this property here is just going to sit until someone comes along and pays the price they want. All right, the last property that I'm going to show you today is a little bit of an oddball one, which is why I saved it for last. This property was listed at $2.69 million, sat on the market for 57 days, and then eventually closed for $2.05 million. That's right, you heard that right. It closed for 25% less than its original list price. Now, why is that? Is that possible? Is that just the market? Not entirely, all right? The market was a bit soft for the seller at the time, but I also did a little bit more research, and this property was sold under a bargain and seller deed, which essentially means that the seller has the right to transfer the property, but the buyer does not have any protections against liens or encumbrances on the property. So you don't get your standard title protections, which I can tell you is extremely risky for a buyer to do that. So you have to be extremely well informed if you're ever going to do a situation like that to where you don't have buyer protections on the title itself. Now, other issues you run into when you have that is financing. This one was privately financed, as it would be very difficult to have a bank finance a property where the title is not protected. That, or you do a cash purchase, which this one was not. It was privately financed for a good portion of the property. Hey guys, we are in Riverbend Park here in Great Falls. It's an absolute gem. Thank you for spending time with me today. My name, which I did mention earlier, is James Reed. I'm with TTR Sotheby's International Realty, serving Northern Virginia, DC, as well as the suburbs of Maryland. I help people all the time, just like you, looking to relocate to this area or moving around here and upgrading your current properties. Now, the market as a whole, currently in Great Falls, there are 40 properties on the market, and in the last month, 20 properties were sold, so 40 divided by 20 equals 2. That gives us 2 months of active inventory. But that's not entirely true. Of the properties that sold, their average days on market before they went under contract was 7 days. The properties that are sitting on the market right now, on average, are sitting on the market for 98 days. So there is a misalignment between property condition, pricing, buyer's appetite, ability to get financing. If you are a seller in this area right now, you have to be priced right. You need to make sure that your condition of your property is up to par. If you're a buyer, you have to be ready to buy and ready to move quickly for a property that meets good conditions. So if you have any questions about Great Falls as a whole, the properties we covered, if you have any questions for me directly in regards to your specific situation, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description box below. And as always, please like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market in DC, or in this case, Great Falls. And until next time, I hope to see you around town.